US President Donald Trump has imposed a 27% reciprocal tariff on India. Out of 27%, 10% is a baseline tariff which will be applicable on all imports from the 5th of April, and the additional 17% will come into effect from the 9th of April. This means that if US was taxing an Indian product at 2.5% import duty before the 2nd of April, then the tariff after 9th April with the imposition of 27% reciprocal tariff would become 29.5%. Since 2021, US was India's largest trading partner. US accounts for about 18% of India's total goods exports, 6.2% in terms of imports. Total goods trade in 2024 was $129 billion, and the trade deficit with India was $45 billion in 2024. That is a 5.4% increase over 2023. Now, what has been the impact of the reciprocal tariff announcement on India? The Indian stock markets have seen marginal losses, perhaps because the announcement was not sudden, and it was known that Liberation Day tariffs are coming. Secondly, the impact of these tariffs are different across sectors and can also be put on hold if President Trump believes that issues around trade deficit with a particular nation, including India, are resolved. However, it is not like India is immune. According to key brokerages, the tariff levels for India are worse than expected. A 27% reciprocal tariff could have a potential impact of $30 billion on India's GDP, which amounts to about 0.7% of India's GDP in 2025. Goldman Sachs has said that the tariffs would have a negative impact on the Indian rupee, as the rupee may weaken against the US dollar. Which sectors will be impacted the most? Nearly $14 billion worth of electronic products and over $9 billion worth of gems and jewelry are among the top sectors to be hit by US tariffs. While the 26% tariff will not apply to auto parts and aluminum products, those will still attract the 25% tariff that Trump had announced earlier. The Indian auto component sector will be impacted as we export around $2.2 billion worth of components, or 29% of our total component exports. The average US import tariff for auto components is currently 0. And with the US auto tariff, the overall rate would go up to 25%. While the tariff on cars also increases by 25%, we do not export any cars to US. The overall impact of reciprocal tariffs on India is a mixed bag. While there could be challenges for export of certain products like smartphones, the overall reciprocal tariff rate on India at 27% is lower than China, which faces a total of 54% tariffs, Vietnam at 46%, and Thailand at 37%. There is also hope that India will be able to get a reprieve from these reciprocal tariffs due to the bilateral trade negotiations.